Hey everybody, Terry Bradley here again, simpleswingthoughts.com, and welcome to week number 5 in our 2015 Swing in the Spring Golf Series. Now, last week in the video that I put out, which was the backswing, I actually introduced Pebble Beach as the next drawing that we're going to prepare for. Now, this is going to be a more of a season-long or maybe a year-long drawing situation. We're not going to give it away so quickly. Now, we're going to give away things before then, like we'll give away more drivers, we'll give away more irons and that kind of thing. We'll have more drawings of that. But this is going to be more of a kickoff to my 2-6 membership here at the Simple Swing Thoughts Network. Now, what I mean by that is if you click on the details, if you were to click back here and click on the details here, what you would see is we're introducing the 2-6 membership. Now, the drawing from Pebble Beach is for U.S. residents only. So, and we'll get more into international drawings again as our membership grows around the world. But in this particular contract that we have to do U.S. residents only. Now, but it doesn't stop you from being a 2-6 member. It's just you can't go to Pebble Beach right now. So if you live outside the United States. So here we just give you a little intro to what the 2-6 membership is. And for those of you who've been to the website on the homepage, you know that we have media, special media for you guys, like our golf audio pods, our golf X videos, golf fantasy trail, and our golf pods, one-on-one golf instruction that literally takes one-on-one instruction to a whole new level. So I hope you enjoy that. That's coming up real shortly here. Also in this video today, what we're going to discuss, or what we're going to do, we're going to actually look at Tiger Woods' new golf swing. Okay, and let's bring Tiger in here front and center. Tiger's been on the range in Orlando before his tournament today, and we're going to break his swing down. We're actually going to use his swing as sort of the review for today on the takeaway and the backswing. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, before I get into it, I want to really want to cover the grip and the posture really fast. Now, for those of you who are joining us on YouTube, I know a lot of you are signing up right now, so you caught us at a good time. This is a review, but I'm going to review the grip and the posture real quick, and I'm going to put links on this video for you to actually look at those videos in its entirety. Okay, so those of you who've been with me since week 1, quick review here on the grip and the posture. Now, as you can see, gripping the handle, base of the fingers of your left hand, make sure make sure the handle's below the padding of your left thumb. Thumb rests at about a 1 o'clock position on the club handle. Now, when you grab the club with your right hand, make sure you grab underneath the club, the base of your fingers, making sure when you close your hand, which is right here, that the club is under the padding of your right hand. Now, once you get in that position, we know this is a real strong position. We don't want to keep it that way. What we do is we turn our wrists to the left. Okay, it's just a quick turn. See that? It's a quick turn to the left. Now the V is now pointing towards your right shoulder, more of a neutral position in golf. And now we've actually set our right forearm for power. Now, as we hold the club up in this position, our club head's going to be naturally closed. What we do is we set the club on the ground of address. We tilt the club shaft forward, and now what we've done, we've actually squared this club face. We're actually working now in unison with the natural offset of your golf clubs. Okay, so that's the grip. That's the leveraged rotation grip. Now on the posture, it's the spine-centered posture. What you do is when you set up over the ball, you want to put a little more weight on your left leg, more of a 55-45 distribution. We know this because of the slight right knee bend at the setup. As you can see, I've got my shoulders, my hands, and my arms in a nice triangle. I'm going to have a little bit spine tilt to the back or to the right, which is going to put my head behind the ball at address, and my head's not going to move, out of this position. In fact, it might even get a little further behind the ball at impact. The box here basically shows how I have just a basic hip nudge to the left, which creates that 55-45 spine center posture setup. Okay, so that's the review on that. Now let's get into the review on the grip. The review on the takeaway and the backswing using Tiger Woods. Okay. Okay, now here with Tiger Woods at the address position. Now, for a lot of you who were commenting on the on the posture on the 144-degree angle setup. Now, this is exactly what it is, okay? The 144-degree, or the 144-degree setup is the degree differential between your forearms and your shaft, okay? And as you can see, Tiger over here, he's got the same kind of setup here. His arms are just hanging naturally down. Now, you get this setup not by manipulating it, but just basically by setting up with the ball, having your arms naturally hang down with no tension, slight knee bend, and making sure that everything is set up, you know, nice and even, nice and postured. And this 144 angle will set up naturally. So what we want to do is, during this setup, we don't want to break this degree, okay? We want to make sure that when our club comes back that we don't break it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what happens is when you bring the club back, and I'm going to go to this slide here, when you bring the club back, as you can see, the degree doesn't break because the angle between, again, my forearm and my shaft stays the same. Now, let me take Tiger to that position here, see if I can't stop him. Okay, hold on, I got just a little bit too fast. Hold on just a second. So as we're over the ball, oh, come on, Terry. Over the ball. Now, okay, so now we catch him right here. And as you can see, the degree here has not broken. And what happens is that your club head stays outside your hands, as I have it denoted here. Your club head stays outside your hands until you reach the parallel position. Okay, a lot of us miss this because when we snatch the club back to the inside or take it too far to the outside, we've already broken that degree angle. And so what happens is the club head and the hands have already met, like within the first like foot or two of your backswing, of your takeaway, or maybe the first foot. It's already even. You snatched it back too quick. So as you can see, we need to keep the width as the club goes back all the way to parallel. Now I'm going to try to catch. Tiger's almost there. I'm going to try to catch him. I didn't catch him. Hold on just a second. I'm actually trying to scrub this on YouTube. So what happens is, perfect right there. So as you can see, nice extension on the arms. Arms are fully extended. The club head and the hands don't meet in the same line until you reach parallel. Okay, that's very, very important because what that does is it's going to set your downswing. It's going to set your backswing, and then it's going to set your downswing. Okay, so as we move on to the next slide here, as you can see, once you get past parallel, your left wrist begins to cock. Your arms cock naturally, your wrist cock naturally. Now your club goes up into a position. It's not laid off, but it goes right up into the position that you had on takeaway to keep that angle right. Now, as we see Tiger here at the top, as you can see, he comes up and his arms cock naturally, and he's ready for power. And I actually caught him on the next slide here. Now, at the top of your backswing, after your arms cock naturally, what happens is you have a relatively straight elbow. Your wrists are flat, as you can tell. You've created a triangle here that basically you're just going to drop, again, the gravity drop into position as your head stays behind the ball. Now, for those of you who have been on my website for the past couple of months, you know exactly what I mean when I say drop the club into the gravity position. For those of you who are not, make sure you review the videos on the downswing. I'll put a link on this one to get you ready for next week, because next week we're going to get into the downswing and we're really going to have fun, because what I'm going to do is we're going to actually break some golf swings down of some famous golf teachers who, excuse me, who tell you to lead with your lower body, but you'd be surprised when you break their swings down that that it kind of says otherwise, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's part of the reason why probably we're not as far along in our golf swing as we should be, because simply of what's out there online. But real quick, let me just go over some things that Tiger swing. As you can see, he's top of his backswing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward to the 136 mark. And for those of you who've seen this swing, make sure you watch the swing in its entirety, because as simple swing members, you can probably break this down just as good as I can. So as we go to Tiger's swing at the 136 mark, we're going to notice his setup from behind. Okay. Now, oops, let me get him on the view screen. Okay, right here from behind, as you can see, as he's set up, He's got a little more weight on his left leg, not a lot, but a little. I'm not sure what club he's hitting, but there's the setup from behind. And as he takes the club back, as you can see, he's coming off the ball. Actually, on the takeaway, to get a real smooth backswing, make sure you take the club away with your shoulders. Remember, I always mention that the club head weighs 300 pounds. And if you can imagine the club weighing 300 pounds, you're going to need to use your shoulders only. Your arms and your hands are not going to be able to lift that club if it weighs that much. Okay, so as Tiger goes to his backswing, as you can see, he's not near parallel at all. He's basically shortened his swing to get more control. As you can tell from here, he's centered over the ball. His head's behind the ball. Now he's ready to drop the club into the slot with the gravity position. Now let's fast forward to Tiger's view at the 206 mark. Again, watch the swing in its entirety, and you'll get a lot of tips. Now in this particular swing, we're going to get a 2-for-1 here because we actually caught, I think it's John Cook in the background. Okay, but first let's look at Tiger's setup on the front view as he's setting up over the ball. So as you can see, he's got the nice grip going there. His right forearm's engaged, got the triangle going. Now he's ready to swing the club. Okay, now again on the takeaway, as you can see, the triangle, he's taking the club back in one piece. As you can tell, as he gets to parallel, it's going to, his arms now are going to naturally cock into the backswing. And as he gets into the backswing, as you can tell, he's again centered over the ball. Left arm's fairly straight. Left wrist, is relatively flat with a little cup in it. And now he's just ready to drop his arms into place. Okay, now let's take a look at John Cook. Now, John Cook on his swing here, it's great for seniors because, John Cook, I think this is John Cook, is a senior player. Now notice his setup, relatively just like Tiger's. And what happens with Mr. Cook is he's going to just take the club back after Tiger's swing. Cook, ready to go. There's the one-piece takeaway. Now he's getting his energy ready for the backswing. Comes up. Look at that extension that Cook has. I like that extension right there. Comes up to the top of his backswing, as you can tell. Notice too, Cook does not get to parallel. Again, guys, I know there's been some questions about, getting the club to parallel. It's not needed. It's not needed if you distribute your weight right on the downswing. Okay, that's the secret. Distribute your weight on the downswing with the head behind the ball at impact. And again, we'll get into this next week. Then you'll understand exactly what's done here with the golf swing. Okay, so just wanted you to see that. Again, if you haven't been to the website, go pre-register for the getaway for the 2-6 membership from Simple Swings. Pebble Beach is going to be a wonderful trip at the end of the year for us. I'll meet you out there, and we'll have a great time for those who win. And what a trip that's going to be. Everybody's bucket list dream, obviously, is Pebble Beach. But we want to get our swing in shape first before we do that. Okay? Terry Bradley here again, simpleswingthoughts.com. Tee them up, hit them straight. If it's warm where you are, please comment at the bottom of this video. Let's go into week number 6 on the downswing on an uptick, on an up note, so we can really get this swing taken care of. Because again, it's week 6. We've only got 12 more weeks after next week until spring. Okay? Talk to you soon.